Hey everyone, Lecture Boy back with another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you all about the HUD. I don't know what it stands for, but it's your interface essentially. Now, I'm going to teach you how is the best way to use it in my opinion, and some tips of advice. So let's first up talk about the types of HUDs people can use. Now depending on how sweaty you are, how intense and how pro you want to be, all that stuff, that's going to depend on how much fingers you use. Now the first type of people are, the standard fellas, the people who just play COD for fun, usually are a controller or a computer, or just casually plays COD mobile or arena breakout. They use a 2-finger HUD, as in when they hold their phone horizontally, the only two things that touch the screen are their thumbs. Now this is going to be much more simpler for the player, as usually they would be using, when they fire, a button that would automatically aim for them and then shoot. Now that's good and all, but the only downfall of that is when you want to get into sniping, or more specifically shotgunning. That's the only bad thing. You cannot really shotgun or sniper or snipe well. You can't really use a shotgun or snipe well when you're using a 2-finger HUD. Let's say you're trying to run around. If shotguns, you're gonna go up close. Let's say COD Mobile, you're sliding around there. Yeah, you need to be turning, twisting, all that stuff. You need to be really mobile on your feet, and it's gonna be really hard moving your thumbs from just looking around to shooting different buttons, as well as that, unless if you have an automatic hip fire button, just hip fire, like right beside your normal shoot button, it's gonna be a bit tedious because you're gonna have to aim the shotgun, which who aims the bloody shotgun? Nobody. And snipers, it just gets annoying. Let's say you want to cancel your shot, it just gets annoying. Like, how are you going to cancel your shot? Because usually when you snipe, with the option that you use one button for aim and shoot together, the second you let go of that button, it's going to shoot. What happens if you don't want to shoot? Exactly, you have no way to cancel it. Now we have what I love to call very weird fellas that run a 3-finger HUD. Now I don't mind 3-finger HUD, but why not go 4-finger? You're already using your 3rd finger, why not just use the 4th? Make it more convenient. Now this kind of gets rid of the problems that you would face using a 2-finger, because now you'd be able to have a button specifically for aiming. That's usually what I would use the 3rd finger for. Okay, now we got the 4th finger, like the sort of sweats in arena breakout. Yeah, this is them, including me. What's good with 4-finger is that it gets rid of all of the problems that you had to face with 2-finger. The only downside is you're just gonna have to get used to it. Next up we got the 5-finger, and oh my days, it's just really uncomfortable to actually use a 5-finger HUD, because you gotta squeeze in your middle finger right beside your pointer finger on the phone. It just gets real mad and uncomfortable. But the plus side is, you have more fingers to use. It's much more convenient, because usually when you have a 2-finger, 3-finger, or 4-finger, each finger does multiple things. Now you can, instead, if you have more fingers on the phone, you have specifically just like 1 finger, 1 button. It's much easier to control. But then the downside is, of course, fitting all your fingers on your phone. That's the same thing with 6-finger, and honestly, if I knew someone that uses a 6-finger HUD, I would be scared. Like not in real life, but in game. Like if they're on a team against me, man, I'm booking out of there. I'm being honest, because usually 6-finger people are usually the type of people to be ultra scared and like having a legit shower when they're trying to get a clip or something like that. I don't know. But that's how I picture 6-finger players, man. It's crazy. But yeah. Now I'm gonna show you how to build a 2-finger HUD properly. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a rough 2-finger HUD. just cause I'm more trying to promote a 4-finger HUD, just cause, you know, 4-finger is for the pros. Okay, so this is the 2-finger HUD. Now this button right here is the shoot and aim button. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I actually don't know, because I don't use this button. I'll show you my HUD in a minute, but yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the shoot and aim button. So when you press down here, you aim and then you start shooting. But again, I'm like, I don't know. This is I'm just literally just running off of COD mobile code right now, and yeah, you can see here it is pretty cluttered. So the reason why I think it's cluttered is because that's pretty hard for your left thumb, the one that controls bottom left, to actually multitask moving around, because it's pretty hard because you're always moving around. Okay, so it's pretty hard to multitask moving around. You know, your left thumb is always moving around. The only time I would see you can multitask it is just for the mag check. That's literally really it, because aside from that, I don't think any other time you'd be wanting to stop moving for a second. Yeah, literally. So your right thumb is literally always multitasking, shooting, leaning, reloading. All the other buttons you can see cluttered here, but of course, you know, all of these buttons are not going to be on the screen at the same time. So that's the only good thing. Like, let's say for canceling the grenade, you know, yeah, but the only thing is, like, when you actually pull the pin, it's a bit hard to, you know, try unthrow the grenade. You know, it's a bit hard. Okay, so this is my HUD. Bottom left is solely just for moving and mag checking, just because, you know, it's literally just one button, and you know, you only stop for a second, so that's why I use mag check there. Top left is where my pointer finger comes in. It clicks the map, reload, aim, like ADS actually, jump, crouch, prone, and my health as well. Top right is literally just shoot. That is it. And bottom right is literally everything else, just because I am right-handed as well, so that's why I find it more convenient. If you are left-handed, the left and right side has to be flipped instead. Okay, so this is really important for your HUD, which how you're going to set up your HUD. Now, imagine you're holding your phone with a 4-finger HUD, and rest your fingers wherever it lies smoothly on the screen, like how the most comfortable it can be. Wherever your finger lands, that's where your specific buttons should be. Let's say your right finger, specifically where it lands comfortably on the screen, that is where your shoot button will go. And with the bottom left, aim. What's so important is when you're trying to kill someone, you're not trying to reach over across the board, or sorry, across the screen to kill someone. Also, one more thing to note, you could just go to the recommended build at the 4-finger claw build right here. This might be very convenient for you. You could just do this straight away, because this might be the most convenient for you, but then again, you might want a different one for you. You might want to actually make your own custom one, which honestly, I don't blame you. Also, I'm going to show you the controls for any of the options that I have. Now, of course, you're going to have to test, you know, your sensitivity yourself. So I'm going to show you how to test for your sensitivity. So literally hop in a game and use your sensitivity, your base sensitivity. If you feel like that's too low or if it's too slow, go up and keep going up, keep going down until it feels right. Because once you get used to these controls, next thing you're going to worry about is recoil control, and I will teach you how to master recoil control in a future video. Now, one thing I want you to consider with the HUD and the controls is the gyroscope. Now, me personally, I love the gyroscope. I feel it just feels so much more smoother than dragging my finger instead for the minor movements when I'm shooting and I'm aiming. Of course, for the big movements, that's where the thumb comes in, but like, gyroscope is for the minuscule ones and also for recoil control. So yeah, I will develop more on that statement when I get to the mastering recoil video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Now the next thing I'm going to discuss about, aside from sensitivity and recoil control, is about tactics, strategies, all the other stuff, but that is all for a future video. So please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the bell and all to get notified when I upload, you know, all that stuff. You know, you got to stay tuned to all the other videos, right? You know, you can't just be watching this one. Nah, you gotta watch more. You know, you can't miss all the great content I'm gonna post. Please make sure to stick around. That's all I have to say. Peace out, everybody.